Hello, folks. Uncle Claude here, and in a couple of hours, the game will start. Michigan will be going to Columbus, taking on the Ohio State Buckeyes. And this is not only for Big Ten implications, but of course, implications in the college football playoff. A couple of questions are going to be answered here, and then I will make my prediction. Number one, and the most important question, is Blake Corum, the best running back in college football, who plays for the Michigan Wolverines, is he going to be available? Well, my sources say that he is listed as probable, meaning that he will give it a go despite the knee injury that he suffered last week. Now, on the Ohio State side of the ledger, there'll be two guys out. The wide receiver, McGimbla, I'm probably butchering his name, and he's been injured most of the season. But another big loss is Travion Henderson, the running back for the Ohio State Buckeyes, and he had been playing pretty well. He is out with an injury. So those two guys who are pretty prominent. Now, again, the wide receiver's been out most of the season, and right now, the Ohio State's best wide receiver is Marvin Harrison Jr. But he is a huge factor. I'm not going to say he's not, but Ohio State is obviously used to playing without him. Michigan finally beat Ohio State after all those years, and that fulfilled Jim Harbaugh's promise that he would make it, that he would get the win against Ohio State. But you have to win more than one of these things, obviously, to make it a true rivalry. Because Ohio State has won 10 out of the last 11, even counting last year's loss. I was leaning towards Michigan before the Blake Corum injury. I think Michigan is the more physical football team. C.J. Stroud is the best quarterback, of course, but when you pressure him, he does play differently. McCarthy, who is Michigan's quarterback, he's not a great quarterback, but he is very good, and he makes the right decisions with the football. Now, Ohio State, talent-wise, has much more talent than Michigan, especially on the offensive side. Defensively, it's about a wash. I do believe Michigan's defense is better, especially on the back end. Corum playing makes a huge difference. We don't know how effective he will be. The second string running back is actually pretty good as well, Edwards, but Blake Corum has been the best running back in college football, and that would be a huge loss. I was leaning towards Ohio State earlier also because they had more talent, but I just think, all things being equal, and the weather will not be a factor. In fact, it's actually somewhat warm in Columbus, Ohio. This is going to be a tough one. I know that Michigan has not won in Columbus in quite some time, but I do believe that Michigan will win 2 in a row. Just something about Blake Corum and that Michigan offensive line, I think they will take over the game. And I think that Michigan will make more than enough plays on defense in order to win it. It's going to be a nip and tuck game. But my prediction here, Michigan 27, Ohio State 24. That is my prediction. And enjoy the game, ladies and gentlemen. Uncle Claude signing out. I hope everybody has burnt off their holiday calories, and make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Uncle Claude signing out. Take care, stay safe, and God bless.